Ah! 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 What the? What the hell? Alright, what's up YouTube? This must be fast. 775 Gaming come back to you guys in our episode of SNOWRUNNER on season 17. How are you guys all doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Today is going to be episode number 11. So, yeah, here we are, continuing on from where we left off. Oh crap! Forgot the turning radius on this thing is not the best. It's honestly been a while since we've used this truck. Oh, yeah. It's fine. I've got it. And yeah, guys. So today is going to be a big-ish day, or at least I hope it is. Assuming I can actually make it through the gate here. Hang on a second. I might not actually be able to make it through the gate. Is that? Oh. Just about. Good enough. Yeah, today's going to be hopefully a pretty big day because today the jobs we are targeting are the two major roadblocks on the two different maps here. So the first one here on Zurdanian Valley is the Ravages of Time. You can see there what needs to be done. We need to deliver 2 empty containers, 2 consumables, and then deliver the filled containers all the way to the temple on the Valley of the Falling Rocks, all the way up here. So yeah, we're in for the long haul. This one for today. This is going to be hard. It's going to take me a while. That's for sure. And then the other job, which is New Lifers Tower, is actually quite similar, a little bit more to it though. There's a service trailer which isn't terribly far away. It's up here in the railway station warehouse. That needs to be delivered up to here, and then along with 200 repair parts, which we may just steal them from the service trailer itself. But if in case we can't do that, don't really see how we or why we wouldn't be able to do that. We have plenty in the roof rack of the truck. And then of course the 2 empty containers and then the filled containers have to go to the temple as well. So yeah, there's quite a bit of driving to do here, to say the least. That's okay. It's quite a bit of driving that is going to have to be done here, and honestly I'm probably going to end up just doing a fast forward on a good chunk of it here today, because there's no way I can commentate for this for that length of time. And also, yeah, I really just don't know how this is going to go today, if I'm being honest. Like I was saying in the last episode, I was kind of hoping to get the new Pacific trucks out, or well, not the new Pacifics, but the Pacifics that have been updated, which all of them got updated, and yeah, we're not doing that today, unfortunately. I am sorry about that. It's pure and simply I want to get these roadblocks done and out of the way, and we need we need just kind of something like this truck. Honestly, I think the 612H, I haven't used this truck in a while, like I've said. And I think this thing is really going to play in our favor here today, mainly with its enormous fuel capacity. Because yeah, like I said, we have a long way to go, and also its stability. Its cargo slots aren't really playing in our favor, but it's good enough. We've got 6 cargo slots for the moment, so we're not doing too bad. Yeah, we're just gonna try and get this thing up to the temple as best we can. If we lose the 1 loose container, it's not too big of a deal. You know, we can just pull out an off-road truck and bring it up separately. So yeah, I really don't know how this is gonna go, but getting up to the temple is definitely going to be a challenge, because we haven't really done any of the road-related jobs on the second map, on the Valley of Falling Rocks. And honestly, even if we did have some kind of routes cleared, it really wouldn't help us that much. Getting up to this temple is just it's just going to be difficult. It just is. There's no real other way. There's no real. There's kind of two main ways of going about it at the moment, I would say, and both of them are equally terrible, and will probably both take as long to. Both routes are probably just as long to take. So yeah, that's the best way. It's not an ideal situation we have going on here today, but I want to get these done, so we're just gonna get them done. I'll show you the routes we're talking about here in a minute, so don't worry. I will try and explain it in detail if I can. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, but first things first, we will, just kind of get the containers up to the two roadblocks. Well, we'll get the first kind of roadblock here, the Ravages of Time. We'll get this one kind of squared away. We'll get the consumables and the containers delivered, and we'll pick up the filled ones, and then we'll go over to the next map. The consumables will be coming from we'll be picking them up from the food factory, which we passed through there just a moment ago. Yeah, we already have the white Western Star up there, and it's already loaded up and ready to go. It's been sitting there for quite a few episodes, so yeah. That's fine. And then when we go onto the next job and we deliver the two containers for that and the repair points, the service trailer, we're going to pick that up with the Tayga 6455B. I'm not sure if or if you guys saw it. Oh, I forgot this was here. This is actually quite tight. Can we fit through here? Just barely. Okay, I did not realize that was there. Okay. Yeah, but we're going to use the Tayga 6455B to pick up the service trailer because it's actually really close to the railway station. We left it actually quite close to there, so it's in a pretty good spot to go pick it up. It doesn't have too much fuel left, I don't think, but we'll make it work, hopefully. All right, but yeah, there's the first here's the first roadblock. We're just coming up on it now. So essentially the story behind these missions is that both of these roadblocks are a couple of like fallen bits of historic infrastructure. The one on the Valley of the Falling Rocks is a fallen kind of one of these watchtower type things, and this here is just kind of a bit of a fallen wall, if I'm being... Yeah, I think it's just really a bit of a fallen wall, but I guess the temple wants to use the the historic type of stone or whatever that's here to to restore the temple, because that is one of the main objectives here in this region, restoring the temple. Okay, so if you do that and then that, okay, that's very good. You can also see I also have a crane truck over there. I have the Caterpillar CT681 just chilling here because the blue crane on this truck is absolutely terrible. So I'm just gonna once we have this cleaned up, we're just gonna use him to load up the containers. All right, let me just get the white Western Star up here. Actually, might try and take one more consumable with me. We're just taking a load of them. Just take as many as you can. Alright then, and here we are with the consumables. A few too many, but don't worry, they'll be used for other missions. And there are the... Oh, really? They just stuck them in the middle of the road? That seems a bit irresponsible. Okay. I'm just gonna back this thing up. We'll get the... We'll get our crane into position here and we'll load them up onto the ZIKZ. Alright. Just pull up alongside here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, let's... Oh, wait. Change truck. There it is. Okay, crane. We're gonna stick our own crane here on top of here and, you know, make it work as best we can, even though, yeah, I don't know how well this is gonna work. Alright guys, so actually I'm kind of after realizing a bit of a fatal flaw here in my plan. If we have the containers on the truck here stacked like this, then that means when we go to the next blockade, when we unload these, and then when we try and load up the filled containers at the next blockade, we won't be able to pack them because it'll just give me an error message because that thing's up there. That's a bit of a problem actually, now that I think of it. Yeah. I'm going to have to bring the caterpillar. I'm going to have to bring it with me to the next blockade, aren't I? Oh no. I didn't mean... that's a little bit... That's a bit of an oversight, if I'm being honest. How did I not realize that until now? Okay, that is definitely... Yeah, we are actually going to have to do that. The worst part is the blue crane is actually... And I'm being quite sincere when I say this. It's quite literally... It's nearly not capable of lifting the... Of lifting the containers here at all, so we actually do have to bring this with us. That was definitely an oversight on my part. Where's the store crane? That button. Yeah, we're just gonna tow this thing behind us here. Yeah, because we are actually going to need it at the next site. Oh, damn it. That was definitely a big oversight on my part. At least I caught it now. That way I'm not complaining about it when we're actually on the valley. Okay, but I will actually fast forward until we get to the next site here. So I'll see you guys here once we get there. Alright guys, and here we are at the second roadblock here, which actually I need to swap the mission over. Let's see here, where's the mission? Mission... New life for a tower. What's it? This is just called the collapse tower this time around. Okay, it's not called the roadblock. Right, well, we are going to park these two trucks here, I think. We're just going to leave them a small bit further back. That way we have room to pull in with the service trailer, which we will bring down there now. Actually, one thing before I actually go down and pick up the trailer, I just want to see, can I rob any fuel out of this trailer here? Oh, we can. Okay, we just stole the fuel out of that. That's cool. Because we delivered that, I think in the episode where we unlocked the Voron G series, so... Yeah, that was... It's cool that we can just take the fuel when we need it. Okay, yeah, just give me a quick sec just to drive down here and grab the trailer. Oh, no! Well, that's a problem. What am I gonna do now? Oh no. Alright guys, here we are. I finally made it over here after recovering the vehicle and driving all the way back over here from the garage. No big deal. It's fine. Actually, the thing that I find really funny, if I'm being honest, is the fact that I actually have more fuel now. It was actually more beneficial for me to drive all the way back here directly from the garage, fuel-wise, than it was for me to drive from there. We were on half-ish a tank. We've got, I'd say, about 2/3 ish. Yeah, kind of 2/3 ish at the moment. So that's kind of funny, if I'm being honest. But oh well. That was yeah, that was a bit of a minor inconvenience. About I think it was about 15 or so minutes worth of an inconvenience, but yeah. Oh well. Well, we've got the trailer now, so it's not too bad. So we're gonna drive up. Well, we're gonna drive up this way. This is the way we're going to be coming up in the ZIKZ, I think, here. Well, really, because it's the only, I'd say it's not the best way to come up. So yeah, road. We're just gonna come down. We're gonna be going around this bit and around here, and yeah, it's an awful squiggly road. I'll show you the full route we'll be taking to get up to the temple here in a moment. Once we clear the rock slide, or the collapse tower as it's called. Which yeah, it's gonna be a hard old drive to get up. Oh, that's one of them trees. Get over it. Go. There you go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, but anyways, how you guys doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a good day. Hope everything's going well for you. And you're all doing well in life. I'm doing okay for the moment. You know, I'm doing alright. It's an awful bit of squiggly road that we're coming down here. And yeah, actually, this is another thing here. I'm not sure if you saw it there when we're coming down. I might have cut that bit out. Sorry if I did. But yeah, we have a little bit of a rock slide here. I was scouting in the Tatra, in the Tatra T8. What is this? Or it's the T805 here. But we're just going to very quickly, yeah, unblock that just to make our lives a little bit easier. We're just going to, yeah, unblock that. That way we can use this route. Just pull him over here. There we go. Yeah, because that's a easy-ish thing to get rid of. I mean, it depends. I mean, you could just come up here in a scout with loads of repair points and do that real nice and easy. It's only 300 repair parts, so you don't necessarily need like a service trailer or a van body out on. So, yeah. There's one other. I think it's only one other, or there might be two other worksite. There's only one or two other work sites on this map specifically that are like that one though. So yeah, not all of them are that easy, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be no. Get over here. Get over here. There we go. There we go. Hope we can actually make it up here. I feel like we're gonna run out of fuel. Yeah, so that's the sawmill there. We're gonna have to try and stock that place up with logs here at some point in order to get some of the more, you know, some of the timber related jobs done. Which, yeah. Oh, I want to be careful there. That's that bit of a tree that we cut in. I think it was the first or second episode. It was the first episode that we came on this map anyways, to explore it. Yeah, we cleared that tree. I think that tree actually required 300 repair points as well. That was another one of those simple kind of clear the way type missions. Oh, that's good. Okay, around the bend. Yeah, but we definitely need to get some logs up to the sawmill there and start using that so we can do some of the more timber related jobs. I'm not sure when I'm going to get around to doing that though. I've been wanting to try and get stuff set up off camera, but so far I actually just really have not had the time to do that, which has really been annoying me, if I'm being honest. It just has. I just haven't been able to get the time to do anything about it, which is yeah, it's really annoying for me. There should be actually, I think, a second video this week, anyways, just in case you guys are wondering, because the anniversary of my channel is coming up. So I don't know, is it 5 years we're doing YouTube, or is it 4 years? I forget. Also, oh geez, don't flip. that was a bit crazy. I shouldn't have done that. Come on, Tayga, keep going. Yeah, I know, it's 4 years of YouTube. It's 4 years. I don't know where I'm getting 5 years out of. I'm getting ahead of myself. I have kind of been losing track of that kind of stuff though as of late. Not the greatest of remembering, you know, dates and stuff, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Also, I suppose it's important to remember that SNOWRUNNER was 6 years old there not too long ago as well. Sure, it's SNOWRUNNER was released April like 4th or something like that, wasn't it? Of 2020. It was released in April 2020. I forget the exact date. Like I said, I'm terrible with dates. Pull through there. Yeah. Probably would help if we actually had some cargo on the bed, if I'm being honest. Actually, oh, I'm actually after thinking of something I could have done. I could have actually taken some bricks from the rail yard. That would have actually been a very smart thing to do. I completely forgot that the rail yard had bricks in it. Oh, we should have taken some bricks. And the reason why we should have taken some bricks is because this worksite, this bridge, needs them. How am I only after realizing that now? I hate myself. I really do. Really realize something I could have done after I've driven the entire way. I've driven the. Alright, here we go. Anyways, ooh. We'll just see here. Can we give? Yeah, we can. I'd say that's not the way you're supposed to do that, but it's the way we're doing it. I was smart enough to think of that. Okay. Well, we'll just park this guy here, and we'll go ahead and drop off the containers. Bop. Okay. I'll kind of place them on like both sides of the rock slide this time. I didn't just place them directly in the middle of the road. Okay, that's kind of strange. Right, well, we're still going to need the caterpillar to load them up here. So, yeah. I'll load them up here, and then we'll get on our way and deliver them up to the temple. I've no idea how this is actually going to go, or if we're even going to be able to make it, but yeah, we'll see what happens here. What the hell? Why aren't my outriggers out? I could have swore I put them back out. What the? Okay. That was okay. I could have swore I put them back out. Oh, crying out loud. There we go. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Alright then guys, so we're pretty much ready to go here on our trek up to the temple, which is, yeah, this is going to be the hard bit here. I'm going to fast forward probably all of this because, yeah, it's gonna take a minute. We got everything loaded up anyways. I've also stolen the rest of the fuel that was in the Caterpillar CT681 there, so, yeah, that thing's got no fuel in it now, it's just sitting there. And I'm just going to plot out the route that we're going to take here, just so you guys can see, because, yeah, we're going to go up around this way, the way we came just before. We're going to go through the sawmill, I think, or actually we might not because of those logs. Even though we can drive around this way, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. We're going to go up and around this area, which feels like it's just here to waste time because it's just a squiggly road going up. Same with this road here. We're going to be going up this direction just because it's the quickest. Then we're going to go past the solar farm here. We're going to go up through the I don't know what this area is called. I think it's called the retreat or something like that. Where we have the Earthroamer LTI, which should have some fuel in it, but if it doesn't, we'll run it up to the fuel station, which is close by, and just refuel. And then we will continue on in this direction, and we're going to go up this way, which I hope is, you know, not too whatchamacallit, is not too, doesn't have too much of a bank angle. You know, I hope we don't flip or eject our cargo on it. If that happens, that would be extremely bad. That's literally the worst thing that could happen. I can deal with running out of fuel, but if we flip the truck, then that's, yeah, that's gonna take a while to fix. But yeah, that's the route. I believe that's the quickest way of actually getting up here. The reason why we're not going around the other direction, even though it is definitely a safer route, is because once we get up to here, we have this bridge that is out of commission, and we can't get across. We could, of course, try and drive up here and on this little scout trail, but I don't think that's really an option because that's quite narrow. And we could also attempt to drive around, but if we ended up doing that, then it would just be nearly as long, I think, anyways. So yeah, I don't really see any real benefit. So yeah, we're just gonna head off here and hope this works. So yeah, I'm going to just start fast forwarding, and hopefully I'll see you guys up there, and hopefully nothing goes terribly wrong. I don't know. I may give a sit rep, you know, halfway up there. We'll see. Oh no. Well, looks like we're not driving through the through the sawmill then. Or well, we're still gonna have to. I can't reverse up. I can't back that trailer. So we're gonna have to fold the crane up. Okay, give me a sec. There we go. Okay, that's a good one. guys, so I'm gonna stop the time lapse there. I'm gonna keep this last little leg of the journey in here. Um, yeah, because geez, that was a tough drive. That was a lot harder than I actually expected it to be to get this thing over that mountain there. I expected it to be hard, all right, but yeah, I really had to drive slow over that because it was narrow. It was a lot narrower than I actually had anticipated. So yeah, I did have to do a little bit of tricky winching just to keep the trailer there from not just to keep it from not tip over. You know, just to keep it upright. Well, you know, as we went around a couple of the bends, and then there was the one bend there at the start. What's it? This bend here. That was very sketchy. If I hadn't been winching the trailer, it would have definitely just fallen off there. And yeah, it's just the roads were really narrow, which I did expect them to be narrow, but it's just, yeah, it's been a minute. And I suppose then again, the 612H isn't exactly isn't exactly small. You wouldn't call this thing narrow no matter what road you were on. Let's just get a winch going here because we are struggling to get up over these rocks here, which is annoying. But yeah, we did have to refuel once we got up to the retreats or the camp kind of area where where we had the earth roamer, and yeah, basically what the. How long have those been like that? What? When did that happen? Oh no, I didn't mean to turn off the engine. I didn't mean to press that. What? When did that happen? Okay, that's strange. Have I just been blind this entire? Have my ramps been down this entire? There's no way they've been down. No. When did that happen? Okay, whatever. Let's ignore the ramps. Let's ignore the ramps. Oh, and this might actually require some tricky winching here as well. Yeah, I'd say this will. Just pull this around. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay, it's good. It's good. Yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, I think I did choose the right truck for the job. Or the right truck for to do this job, to get these 4 containers up here. Because actually, one of the things I was going to talk about, and I've just forgotten until this moment, is I was going to talk about the trucks that I was thinking about using to actually do this. I was thinking about using the Kenworth 963, which would have obviously been a great choice as well because it would have had more space. We would have had the yellow crane. It also has a giant fuel tank, but I ended up deciding not to use that thing because it has a tendency to stall on inclines. And as you can see, we've done a lot of climbing, and we did a lot of climbing today. That's one thing for sure. The great thing about the 612H is that it didn't mind being put into high gear at all. It would go into high gear when I needed it to. And you know what? This thing's surprisingly efficient. I will say that. I know it has a 500-liter tank, but like the fuel economy never really went too far above, you know, the 20-ish liters a minute. Okay. Now we're just having trouble getting into the yard here. That's great. It's the problem of using huge trucks. Okay, but we have actually made it here, which I'm actually kind of shocked that I've actually managed to do this, because there was a couple of moments here, especially in this area. I'm not sure if you saw it. That was pretty scary. It wasn't. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised I managed to get up here in the end, if I'm being honest, because I hadn't actually driven that road before. Okay, so Wait a second. Yeah, we have the one of them. I don't know which one is which. A new life for a tower. Uh, the construction crew at the temple has already received further instructions regarding the masonry containers. Meanwhile, the situation on the road has improved, and this section no longer poses a danger to passing vehicles. Okay, so that was 2,120 XP and 18,350. That was for the job on this map, for the thing down here. Yeah, down there. Okay, and then let's get the other mission up here. Where is it? Ravages of Time. We will just pack these guys here quickly. There we go. And deliver them. And that was actually less XP and less money. I feel like we should have gotten more for that. We had to drive further. You handled that perfectly. All the containers have been delivered and the materials are on site. The temple restoration is underway. We have your well-earned reward right here. So 1990 XP for that one and 1790 cash. So, or no, 17,900 cash. What am I talking about? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, two pretty well-paid jobs. I'm kind of disappointed that nothing really happened with the temple, but I'm assuming we might have some other things. No, it doesn't really look like we've got anything else unlocked. I don't know. Yeah, but we'll figure out what we're doing in the next episode. It probably won't be too much more of this, if I'm being honest. We'll probably do something else. But yeah, at the very least, we do have both of those rock slides up and running now, which is really, really good. I was actually hoping to maybe get to do this job here today as well, but I've definitely run out of time now. So yeah, I'm just going to focus on getting this video out. So thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, that's going to have to do it for today's episode, guys. I hope to see you all in the next one. Goodbye.